The following is for reaction and review. RWBY and RWBY are owned by Rooster Teeth. Please support the official release. Hello, Internet. I am Torma Ximnus. Happy New Year, and I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. Today's episode, RWBY Volume 6, Episode 9, is titled Lost, and the thumbnail shows Emerald and Mercury, so we are going to see a bit on the Salem side of things. Honestly, this season has been feeling like, forgive the accidental pun, a Fallout kind of season, because we've had the fallout of what happened with Ozpin's deepest, darkest secret being revealed, and that fallout is still playing out with how Jean is basically like, oh, okay. So things are even more hopeless than we thought. And then he just snapped. Even Ren and Nora, who are the most cool-headed and positive individuals in the series, respectively, are having a hard time swallowing the fact that this is humanity's second time around and that Salem cannot be killed and that Ozpin didn't even have a plan. So yeah, that's causing a lot of trouble in the ranks. And speaking of the ranks, to make situations even worse, not only are they having trouble getting to Argus, because the people at the Argus fort, but it seems that the people at the Argus fort are the most pompous, stubborn, ignorant, drink the Kool-Aid all the way down kind of people. And they're just like, hey, there's all this problem going on. We're not allowing anyone in here. So yeah, that's causing trouble for any chance of being able to get into Argus. Really, any chance of being able to do anything. So now it's just like, hey, things aren't in that great a position and we have to figure out what we're going to do. One roadblock after another. And it'll be interesting to see how that's resolved. But in the meantime, we have Oscar having just gone completely missing after what happened between him and Jean. I'm not entirely sure why, beyond the fact that Jean would have scared the crap out of him. Maybe Oscar just needs some time to himself. I mean, he's the guy that has Ozpin rattling around in his head 24/7, even if Ozpin is currently hiding so deep inside that no one can get to him, even Oscar. But he's still got to deal with that. And he's already dealing with so much bad, just, he probably doesn't even feel like he can be just himself at the moment, because he's always got, there is this stigma attached to Oscar now of Ozpin's in there, and it wasn't really brought to the forefront, but Jean's the one who did that, and now Oscar probably feels like he can't really stay because of that, and other reasons. So I have no idea what this is going to mean for Oscar from this moment on, but friggin' ouch, man. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's begin RWBY Episode 9, Volume 6, backwards again, with a brief preamble of something from Genlock, as we've been getting and probably will be getting until Genlock releases. I wish I'd stop tripping over my words. I wish that I would stop tripping over my words. What is going on with me today? But anyway, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, now.
This is how the war begins.
All wings engage. Interceptors 3 and 4. Take Obies 2 o'clock, Angel 6.
Well, do you see?
Another aerial battle.
Contact, hostile net attack.
Wow.
Shit.
Still your cockpits, do not engage.
Okay.
This is not a skirmish. This is not airspace confusion.
No
This is not a
skirmish.
terrorist action.
This is all-out war.
The Union's making their play.
What is that? What is that dark cloud behind them? That's what I want to know. Are they using nanotechnology to do some crazy stuff? Oh well. In the meantime, let's have this.
Stay close, but fast. The darkness cannot last.
Jean's shield just opening up again, being a callback to earlier volumes. Oh, that's fun. And there's Salem's grabby dark magic hands. I wonder if those were just something hinting at the apathy, or if that's going to be a completely separate thing. I'm looking forward to finding out either way. Let's see, how much have we not seen yet? Because it feels like we've covered just about everything in the intro at this point. Except for maybe the grabby hands bit. Boy, poor Oscar. He did not have a good time last time. And now, he's gone missing. People are worried. They gotta see if they can find him. Because him just leaving the group leaves a bad feeling. Although if he were to leave the group at some point, this would be the point to do it. Because he is in a relatively safe area right now. Oh, what's this? Oh, we're starting out with Salem's end of things
being
first.
kept in the dark like this.
Yeah.
Weren't you always
Cinder
kept in the
was
dark?
a pain, but at least she kept us filled in.
Oh, I see. Cinder
Can I
kept them
ask you
filled in on what
something?
was going on when she was around, and now that she left,
You're
they don't
gonna.
have that anymore.
Why did you come with us? The night Cinder and I found you.
That's a good question. I've
Why
been
are you
wondering about
asking?
that
Just
too.
answer the question.
I mean, he just finished killing his dad.
Just
at
made
that
sense.
point.
It made sense.
Made
All
sense
my
how?
life, my father trained me to be a killer, an assassin like him.
And then you
And
killed him.
moments after I killed him, you two showed up looking for someone with my exact skills.
So basically,
Just felt
he
like it was
felt
meant to
like-
be.
Yeah, exactly like
That's
that.
it?
Hey, what's your problem?
I mean, there has to be something you want from this, right?
I mean,
Salem's
for
promised us everything.
Emerald,
win
there
this
was the
thing for
fact
her.
that
We'll be top dogs in her new world. What more do you want?
for Emerald, there
I
was the
just-
fact that Cinder offered Emerald things that she
Cinder
didn't
was the
have at that
only
point.
family I ever had.
The closest
She
thing she
cared
had to
about me.
family.
Taught me things.
I don't know
But
if she
without her
cared
here,
about her
I
beyond
don't
her
know
being
if what
useful.
we're doing.
Wake up already. Cinder doesn't care about you. She doesn't care about either of us.
You don't know what you're talking about.
He's probably
You're in
right.
denial. And if you're gonna start having a crisis of identity or some crap, get me out of it.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, that was bound to happen at some
I'm
point.
sorry you didn't have a mommy that loved you, but I had a father who hated me.
Yeah,
never went easy on me.
that.
Every day of training was a
I
beating.
wonder which
And when I
of the
unlocked
two
my
would be
semblance,
worse.
he stole it with his. This is a crutch. This makes you weak.
Wait, what?
He told me I could have it
Stole
back
his
when I was
semblance?
strong. So I got strong. But I never got it back.
Oh
I've had
shit!
to work harder than anyone to get where I am.
He has no semblance.
You may not like it here
All
without
skill
Cinder,
on his part.
I think
Damn,
I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
this is messed up. Oh great! Of course Tyrian shows up right then.
Yes, the world is mean.
Oh, hey!
And I'm a
His
big
tail is
bad
finished.
man now, just like the others.
How long have you
That's
been
an
standing
interesting
there?
addition.
All you ever learned was pain and violence, and now you're too afraid to leave it. Such a tragedy.
Well,
You don't
he's not
know
really
me.
wrong. Come on, kid. You're not to the point where you can step to Tyrian yet. Not even close.
I want to tell you both a little secret.
Oh yeah, and what's
Your
that little
question
secret?
is all wrong.
What?
And
What you
question
want
is it?
from this? Children, please. If you're not loving what you're doing, then you're in the wrong field.
So what? Are you saying we should just leave?
Oh, no,
That's
no,
not
no,
what
no.
he's saying at
You
all.
can't do that.
I mean,
what did
they
you come
actually
here for?
could, if they wanted.
To say farewell. There's been a change
so?
in plans. Her Grace must act swiftly if we are to prevail. If General Ironwood
that
comes to his
mean
senses
that
and
the
calls
kids are
upon aid from
being
Vacuo,
sent out?
all may be lost for us. And
I get
so
the
the
feeling-
good doctor and I are being sent to Atlas to prepare.
Oh, Tyrion's
Prepare
going with
for
what?
what?
Tyrion.
Oh crap. Well,
It's time.
that's going to be interesting.
Do what makes
Now
you
Team
happy,
Ruby and Team
children.
Juniper will have to deal with two big bads.
I'm begging you.
Damn it, Tyrion, you are creepy as hell. I feel like Emerald might actually have a bit of a
Oscar!
redemption arc waiting. You know, maybe.
The city's enormous. He could have gone anywhere. This
Could
is
have
all
gone
my
anywhere, huh?
fault. I overreacted.
I still don't really understand what happened.
Hey.
Was it about the mission?
It's not entirely.
Kind of hard to talk about.
I know. Top secret.
Very top secret.
Did he do something wrong?
Oscar, no.
he didn't.
Ozpin, kind
We
of.
just
yeah.
got some new information, and it's going to be a lot harder than we thought.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it was easy, then it wouldn't be important, right?
That is
I think
true.
we're all just a bit unsure of what to do next.
You could
And that
stay
leads to
in
trouble.
Mistral, get your licenses at Haven, and come back to Argus.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good you can
I don't
do
think
here.
So.
I know your mission is important, but it's not like you're the only ones who can do it. It's not the only mission that needs doing.
Oh, she has no idea what
It's-
she's talking about.
Not that simple.
It's a lot more complicated than that by a huge margin.
I should go pick up Adrian from daycare. I'll let
Okay.
Tara know what's happened, and we'll meet you later. Good luck.
Where did Oscar go, though? I mean, I understand that he needs
Hey,
space
there's
after
a
what
cafe
happened.
over there.
But jeez.
Why don't we get something to warm up?
I'm
Something to
okay.
warm up, huh?
You two go on ahead.
I feel like Jean's punishing himself for what happened.
You don't want anything?
Come on, Jean.
We'll be right back.
You're not supposed to be the doom and gloom guy. I wonder, what's going to happen with Jean? Ah. Well, this could be interesting. Decides to follow a leaf where it's going, huh? And what will it lead to?
Once
Oh
like a
my
dream.
gosh, Pyrrha had a statue here? Seriously? Wow. I had no idea that she was that big a deal. Or is that one of Pyrrha's ancestors and not Pyrrha herself? If so, then the two bear a striking resemblance.
Some people fall in love for life.
Oh, that is for
Others
Pyrrha.
never get it right.
Wait, does that mean that Pyrrha lived in Argus?
It cold.
I forget if that was covered or not.
One thing that I know for sure.
And who is this?
It's really beautiful, isn't it?
Is that Pyrrha's mom? Who is that anyway?
Yeah. Why here?
She trained here. Sanctum Academy. Everyone was
Aha.
crushed when she chose Beacon over Haven. No one wanted to see her go, but it was where she wanted to be.
Pyrrha wanted a new beginning,
I'm just
something
glad
where
she was
people
surrounded
would have a
by
chance
such
at
amazing people.
actually seeing her as a person instead of this great warrior with so many expectations that she'd be expected to shoulder.
She should be standing here.
She is.
Yeah. Is she talking about the statue or the friends that are still
She
here?
understood that she had a responsibility to try. I don't think she would regret her choice, because a huntress would understand that there really wasn't a choice to make. And a huntress is what she always wanted to be.
I thought hunters and huntresses made choices on how to handle things to help
Kira never
things
got the
along
chance to
path.
graduate, but she was a huntress.
So again, is that
Thank
her
you.
mom, a sibling, someone else?
John?
Huh. Looks like John got it a bit of what he needed from that conversation. Maybe he'll be less angsty now? Jeez, I hope so.
Why did you...
Well, at least they didn't drop the coffee. That would have been
I'm
a waste
sorry.
of money.
I've been a terrible leader. And a terrible friend, and
John, this has to stop.
Oh, now he's gonna get a talking to from his team.
We-
Neat.
I heard what you said to Cinder at Haven. You're not being fair to yourself. We love you, just like we loved Pyrrha. We're teammates. Family.
We don't want to lose you two.
Oh, this is such a nice, touching moment. I just hope they're
think-
getting through to him.
I think she knew she wasn't going to win. That she might
Yeah,
not come out alive.
most likely.
But she also knew she was the only one that could try.
So she did.
Yeah.
Maybe we should too.
Yeah, we should.
Taking up her sword and all that, right?
Pyrrha may not be by our side anymore. But we can fight like she is.
And in a way,
Yeah.
she will be.
Pyrrha had
We should check back in
a
at the
lasting
house.
effect
Come on.
everyone, Jean most especially. Question though, is anyone finding Oscar or is he still
Thank
in
you.
the wind? I really hope that John has finally been able to find some closure so that he can move on instead of being caught in the same angsty cycle.
I've never
all
seen
the
him this
time.
bad.
Oh my gosh,
on,
Crow,
let's
what
get
the
him up.
hell?
Why am
Damn
I
it,
on the
Crow.
stairs?
Probably because no one's home, Uncle Crow. We've been out looking for Oscar.
Oscar?
I'm sure this looks great to the neighbors.
Yeah, real great.
No luck?
No. You?
Don't worry.
This is not great.
We aren't going to Atlas without him.
We?
They're not gonna leave him behind. Good.
Sorry we won't be staying.
No, you're not.
How about we get out of the cold?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, I was wondering when you'd get back.
Oh, hey, Oscar was there the whole time? He went to do some shopping?
You had us worried sick. Are you
Oh
What are you wearing?
Is something cooking?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
Oscar
I
knows how to
thought
cook?
maybe you guys would appreciate a hot meal after spending all day looking for me, apparently.
It's my fault we were all out there in the first place. Oscar, I am so sorry for earlier. I was
Yeah.
way out of line, and what I said...
No, it's okay.
I mean, he's been dealing with a lot. I'm
These
pretty
past
sure
few
Oscar
days, I've been scared of the same things you were.
understands that. Bleh.
I don't know how much longer I'm going to be me, but I did some thinking, and I do know that I want to do everything I can to help with whatever time I have left.
Good. This team isn't the same without you, Oscar.
Honestly, I feel like the transition's already started.
The casserole!
We're on it, Chef. Combat gear looks good.
It does look nice. Meanwhile, Drunkle Crow.
Where are you going now?
I don't want to get in the way of your celebration.
You've been gone all day. Just sit with us.
Look, Ruby, I'm glad you kids worked out, whatever all that was. But the fact is, we're not a single step closer to Atlas.
Actually, I think I have an idea.
Oh? And what idea might that
But
be?
it's sort of a no going back kind of idea.
Well, let's hear it.
Is it smuggling? He's going to
With
get the
Cordo
smuggle in
on
there,
watch,
aren't they?
only Atlas airships have the clearance to leave for Solitas. So we
They're going to steal a ship.
steal an Atlas airship.
That's not just breaking the law. That's definitely worse.
How would we even get onto the airfield?
That
Your Hunters
part
and Hunters
I
says
haven't quite
you
figured
can
out yet.
Figure it out.
But I was
Okay, stop. Just stop.
Oh
Look,
boy,
if
here we
this thing
go.
goes south, it's not something we can just fight our way out of. This is the Atlas military we're talking about.
Yep.
For your sake, just drop this.
Unfortunately, Uncle Crow does have a point. That's a bell you can't unring.
I want to hear him out.
Ruby.
I want to hear him out.
Oh boy.
I know you're trying to
Here we go.
protect us, that you're afraid we can't do it, but right now, I don't really care what you think.
Whoa. I
Just
feel
because
like
you
that's
don't have an
been
idea
making
doesn't
for a
mean
while.
we're out of options. Oz hasn't been here to tell us what to do, but we still managed to get this far anyway. We've
Yep.
been in bad situations before, and we didn't need an adult to come save us or tell us what to do.
That
We just
is
did it our
true.
way.
And that's probably how
And
they're going
I
to
say
doing
we do it
things.
our way.
They are going to be in so much
And
trouble.
if you think you can keep up with us kids, we'd be happy to have you.
Oh, she put it on
Looks
him
like
now.
you didn't give her enough credit either.
This is great. Ruby's starting to really step into her leadership role a lot more visibly now. Although I feel like some of this definitely resulted from her being frustrated with her Uncle Crow and his continued drinking problem. I mean, okay, yeah, he was always drinking before, but at least he had a bit of a handle on it. He had limits that he put on himself when he was on the job. Now he's not on the job, and he is just crawling as deep into the bottom of the bottle as he can go. And to make it even worse, freaking, this is probably something he did on occasion anyway that we just didn't see because it was always off screen. And if that's true, then holy crap, dude, it'd be even worse than I thought. A lot worse. Ugh. You know, I had the feeling that maybe Uncle Crow's death flag was showing even in the intro. I don't know if that's right or not. Kind of hoping I could be wrong and that he'll get through this, but with his constant drinking problem, he's not on his A game. He's just I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen with Uncle Crow, but I get the feeling that we're going to end up losing him. Damn it, Crow. Pull your shit together, man. I'm just happy that Oscar was safe and sound at home. Turns out after he was scared out, he decided, I'm going to do some shopping and get myself some better gear. So cool! Oh, man. He looks so much better in his combat gear than he did in his simple farm boy outfit that he's had since Volume 4, I think it was? No, wait, did we initially see him in Volume 4 or Volume 5? I'm not sure I remember, but whichever one it was, hey. It'll definitely be interesting to see how Oscar continues developing. Well, yeah, I can't really think of much else to say other than that bit with Pyrrha's statue and John being able to work through some of his issues and chatting with someone who knew Pyrrha was just, that was great. And I'm really glad that we might finally see John starting to come through the other side of all the issues he's been dealing with, because just he has been getting more and more cynical, down on himself, and it started going on to others, and just freaking ouch. As for his idea of stealing an Atlas airship, like I said, that's a bell that you can't just unring. It's once it's done, it's done. And like he said, it's a no going back thing. Maybe they might end up doing that anyway regardless, and maybe things will be alright once they reach Ironwood and explain the situation, and they'll get pardoned for their theft of Atlas technology. But ugh, this is nuts. This is just freaking nutsoid. And the fact that they're probably going to be going into Atlas by the end of the volume, the place that seems to have the most prominent issues with racism against the Faunus. Oh my gosh. I can see Blake having so much trouble with that, and Weiss essentially snapping at anyone and everyone. Whoa. Whatever way this is going to go, things are definitely going to get a lot more difficult before they get better. Well, that's it for this video. As always, if you enjoyed, please subscribe, ring that notification bell so you'll never miss a new video. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, or you just want to chat about something, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll see you next time. Until then, this is Torma Ximnus signing off. Stay frosty, my friend.